Are we ready for a brand new day? Are we ready for a brand new day? Yeah, I think we are. I think we're ready for a brand new day. There's the ding. There's the ding. I like hearing the ding. Yeah, what's going on, Exception? How you doing, friend? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. We are going to have a good reading. Today we're going to get a little deep. Let's see what the cards have to say about us. We get a little deep. Yesterday we had a little fun. We saw what the cards had to say to us about just having a little fun. Just having a little fun. Today we're getting a little deep. Let's see what the cards have to say about our hearts, about our souls, maybe about our minds. Maybe we need to watch our tongues a little bit. Maybe we need to watch the things we believe in. What's going on, Paige? Glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. We're going to have a good reading today. We're going to have a good day today. Let me grab caffeine. 1 second. There we go. Caffeine. Gonna need to take a drink of this real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. What's going on, Barbara? How you doing? What's going on, Mike Barbara? Little Mountain Dew, flavored Mountain Dew. Now, we will cut the deck a couple times and we'll deal it out. Glad you guys are here. We're gonna have a good reading. Mike, this reading is probably about you. Mike, it's probably about you. It's probably about Paige. I don't know. It could be about Exception. Could be about Exception. Who knows who this reading is going to be about? Who knows? This reading is dedicated to someone specifically, I think. I don't know. It's going to be a deep reading. It's going to be a particularly specific reading, I can feel. We won't do the 3 cards today. We'll just stick with the 10 cards. We're going to get deep. We're going to trust the cards a little bit, but though. Alright, we did a cut there, we did a cut there, let's do a cut there, and let's deal them out. But I can feel it. I feel like today's reading is going to be deeply and particularly specific, and so whoever is watching, if you feel that this reading is about you, that'll be $10.95, $10.99. I mean, you can send that to my Cash App, and thank you for letting me do your reading. I kid. My prices are higher than that, folks. $10.99. What does that get you? It gets you a piece of paper that says you work for yourself and you will manage your own taxes. That's what a $10.99 is. That's why I charge way more. I'm kidding. Maybe. I don't know. If you'd like to get a hold of me, talk to me. Get a hold of me about private reading information. Get a hold of me over on Lobster Talks on Instagram. Lobster Talks on Instagram. LobsterTalks. I feel like I've been misspelling lobster in my. Lobster like without the E, and everyone's like lobster, and they're like I don't, but without the E. Is that what I've been doing for the last 6 months? The last 7 years, however long we've been doing this? A cursed channel. I'm kidding. A cursed channel? Lobster Talks. It says it on the thing, on the channel here on this YouTube channel. Go check that out over on Instagram if you want private reading information, or if you have any comments or any concerns about me as a person. If you do have any comments or concerns about me as a person, I totally understand. They're probably not completely unfounded. Oh boy, I love it. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for not taking yourselves too seriously. Thanks for not taking this too serious at all. I had a person on here a couple days ago, I think it was last week, I'm not quite sure. They came in here and they felt it was their need, their urge, their common goal for everyone is listening to them scream out, "Tarot is a scam!" And I don't know what effect they were hoping for. But I hope they got it. I hope they got their effect, because I don't know. I don't know what the effect was that they were going for. But I hope they got it. 1 second, I'm going to do a little dibble dabbling. For those of you who know that's I should have done this before the show. We have 6 piles. We're going to roll a dice. We're going to use a 6-headed die. We're going to pick one of these piles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before we do that, let's start the show. Good afternoon, Vietnam. Welcome to Live Tarot and Lobster. I'm your host, not Tarot. I'm probably Lobster. I'm the Lobster host. I'm your host, Lobster. Welcome to Live Tarot. We do Live Tarot. I use a couple of decks. This week, though, we're going through the Game of Thrones deck. We're trying to attune the deck to us instead of attuning ourselves to the deck. So we're using the Game of Thrones deck. I also like to use the book Enchanted Tarot. The Enchanted Tarot. It's a good book to help guide me through cards that I don't quite understand. Mostly the swords. I'll figure it out. It's fine. We roll dice to tempt the gods. Let's go. 1. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever see. Little Three Dog Night reference there for you folks, and it's only Wednesday. You're welcome for that. You're welcome for that. Who's this? Who you got? George, what's going on? Beware the demons. Beware them all, is what I say, George. Beware them all. You speak their names that come into existence, that's for sure. Demons know more than you when it comes to biblical literature. That's how they can twist and turn it on you. But if you know your Bibles and if you know your own spirituality well enough, a demon can't do shit to you. It can just look ugly and be over there. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta worry about. If the demon knows more than you, and it probably does, because how aware are we of our own spirituality sometimes, right? But if a demon knows more than you, it's gonna twist it around. It's gonna make you think you don't know what the hell's going on. You know, maybe you don't, and that's our fault. And there's the demon. You know what I mean? Here we go. When it comes to tarot, don't worry, it's a scam. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. I'm gonna roll a 10-sided die. We're gonna see which of these 13 cards we start the reading with. We're going to use the cards to see deep inside of ourselves. We're going to see what the cards have to... What's going to lay bare for us, these cards, okay? Let's go. We're rolling. We're starting with number 3. Sorry about that. Number 3, actually. Not 4. You thought you had skills there, George, and maybe you do. Maybe you do. Here we go. Chat. I don't really get into the chat much once I dip into the... reading, so please high five yourselves, have fun. Thanks for your activity. I need it. YouTube needs to know that the chat's going. Alright, kidding. Make sure you hit the like button or subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And if you haven't done that yet, I understand. Here we go. Let's see what the cards have to say to us about us. Deep inside. Current situation. The Four of Swords. We're resting, huh? We're resting. We're taking our time. We're in a period of meditation. Are we? Is that what this is? Four of Swords? Resting? Are we in a period of meditation here? Yeah. We're resting. We're secluding is what this book says. Seclusion. We're holding our tongues, are we? Holding our tongues, are we? We've built a kind of stable situation around us that if we speak any more than usual, we might tip it one way or the other. The devil all said, sit down. Or no, the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. The devil will drag you under, better sharp the lapels, the old checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. So this is just you sitting down. Maybe you were rocking the boat previously, you know? This is you taking like a forced moment. You're like, yeah, you know what? I gotta take a time. There's things I can say this, I don't want to do this. I can say that, I don't want to do that. You know, I gotta take a, you know, I gotta go sit in the corner real quick. We put ourselves in the corner. Who puts baby in the corner? Who the hell put baby in the corner? Was it you? I don't know. But we're chilling out in the corner right now. What's our cross? What's our dare? How do we get here in the corner? Temperance. Did we have a fight? Are we recovering? Are we learning? Are we growing here? What's going on? What's going on here, folks? Are we we're calming down? We're trying to learn how to find boundaries here. We're trying not to cause too much more chaos than what may have already been caused. We still haven't seen what's going on. We don't even know what the underlying conflict of this is, or if it's even a conflict, okay? Maybe we're actually trying to learn. Maybe we're trying to be a better person. Maybe we want to take the higher road. I don't know. What's this temperance going on here? Deep down inside of us, maybe we're good people? What the hell? Come on. It's a Wednesday. I wasn't signing up to be a good person on a Wednesday. I wasn't signing up for this, but here we are. We're learning. We're trying to be a good person. We're trying to take the edge off of things a little bit here. Let's see what the underlying aspect of this is. King of Cups. We really want to be in control of our emotions today, huh? We're really trying to, be the better person. What the hell happened? I think we're going to see in the next card what the hell happened a little bit. But boy, oh boy, who switches into this? We're definitely trying to be a better person here. We're definitely trying to maintain some sense of stability here. We've got stability of our words. We've got command of our hearts and our emotions with the King of Cups. Love for everyone, so long as you're able to, earning a little bit. Let's see what happened a little bit. Let's see what the past offers to us in this situation. How the hell did we get here? Why are we being a better person? The Queen of Swords, of course, the Queen of Swords in the past. We controlled our words. Maybe we got into kind of like a bitter little display of ourselves previous to this. You know, maybe we threw a little bit of a temper tantrum a touch. Maybe someone threw a temper tantrum around us a little bit. Maybe someone called us out on our shit a little bit, you know? Maybe that's what's going on. Who called you out? Who's making... It's a lady. We got the queen. There's like a feminine presence to this. So there's like a female presence being called out. And I'm not trying to say that there's a global man, lady relationship to these things, okay? At all. All right. But from my experience, I will definitely change for the other team. You know what I mean? Like, I will become a better person if someone prettier than me is like, you should be better. And I'm like, you know what? All right, I will. Fine. I've done it, and you know what? Maybe I'm a better person. Maybe I'm a chameleon. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, when someone pretty is like, hey, do this, and you're like, you know what? I will. Who asked you to be a better person? The Queen of Swords, you know, and they kind of got a little bitter about it. You know, they kind of maybe it was like maybe a little bit of a do this or else. What the hell is that called? I can't think of it right now. Can't think of it right now. It's fine. Well, let's see what their aspiration is towards becoming a better person or else. What the hell is that called? I can't think of it. Death. But reversed. Death, but reversed. Let's see what... We're working with reversal cards here, and death, that's a huge one. Alright, we're being a better person. We're definitely going to change. Whoever it is that wanted us to change, boy, oh boy, did they make quite a powerful argument. No, jeez Louise. He's Luigi. Alright, let's go with... I want to see what death reversed means. Because death right side up, I don't need the book, I don't need to be told what death right side up means. And it's just a sudden and drastic, dramatic, and total transformation. But death reversed, I don't know what that means. If that, like, you know, like only half of you gets reversed, but only half of you changes. Alright, let's see what death reversed is. Death reversed. We're just gonna say it long enough that like we get like some kind of a notification on from YouTube, like, are you alright? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm just doing tarot, and then YouTube's gonna be like, yeah, but are you okay though? Alright, let's see what reversed has to say. Death reversed holds the same meaning as the upright card, but with it comes difficult emotions. Anger, regret, shock, and stress, and the need to hold on. Try to accept what has occurred and look forward. But I don't wanna! Okay, alright, you can throw your little temper tantrum fit, can't you? You can throw your little temper tantrum fit, but boy, oh boy, you're gonna have to change or else. What the hell is that called? It's like not a referendum or a memorandum. What the hell is that called? Ooh, I had it in my head, and then it flittered away. I watched it. I saw the word, and it flittered away. What's going on, Catzilla? It's ooh, I had it again, and I watched it again. It flittered away, like it lands. It's like a butterfly with thought of a word, and it's like right there. And you're like, oh, I'll get it. All right, continuing on. The future holds. All right, hold on though. Hold on. We got an important card here that we just kind of like flittered past here. So let's start. We started off with, we decided that we were going to hold our tongues. Okay, we were going to hold our tongues. We're going to try and become a better person. We're going to try and we don't want to have any anger, self-doubt, or fear happen about any of this. We are going to be in super command of our emotions with the King of Cups here as an underlying concept of all of this, because no one's going to make us cry, and we won't make anyone else cry. Like, we can be selfish about our emotions if we want to. They're ours, okay? And that's fine. In the past, we dealt with someone, feminine nature, queen, we got to have a little bit of a feminine nature about this. And who may or may not have said some things to cut right to the heart of the matter of things, Like, she loves you, she wants you to be the best that you can because you're in her family, and all she wants is the best in her family or around her, I've had friends of mine that, whenever I had problems and I brought them to them, they're like, you know what, none of my friends do whatever, and I'm like, oh, I get it. So maybe you had someone say something like that, and you're like, hey, you know what, none of my friends do whatever. You're like, you know what, I'm going to be better about this, and then that leads you to to the death card, an aspiration, a sudden change, a regretful change, maybe. What are we changing? But it's huge. We're making a huge change. And you know what, I totally understand. Sometimes it is difficult to change. It's difficult to let go of all the crap that's whatever that, holding on to us, It's difficult. Because what if you don't exist anymore? What if you don't exist anymore? And for me, I hear that is, what if all of the effort that I've made so far has been for naught? Does that mean that any of the effort that I make from here on is going to have the opportunity to be for naught also? I don't know. That's a hell of a gamble. So death as a change card, it's never easy to take. Upside down and right side up. At all. So we'll hold on to that, It's like, you don't avoid it. We're going to have to change. We're going to have to drop, we're going to have to drop, whatever cloak of invisibility on us. We're going to have to be like, cut that arm off. Whatever it is, It's not going to be easy, and you can bitch about it all you want, but you got to do it anyhow. Future. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a passage card. It means you're gonna have to change the way you think. You're gonna have to change the way you speak. You're gonna have to change the rhetoric of your life. Oh God, did I just say that out loud? What's going on, Lons? We're gonna have to change the rhetoric of your life. We went through a death. We're changing the way we talk. We got a lot of change going on when it comes to the words and our ideas and our thoughts. Swords are heavy today in our deep consideration of self today. Words, ideas, thoughts. Some of the very things that can get in the way of everything else. that can get in the way of the wands, the spirituality, that can get in the way of the pentacles, the material, the things that are directly in front of us, our senses, that can get in the way of cups, our emotions, our feelings. These very things that can get in the way are changing us. But we're maintaining control of them, I promise you that. We're going to have to change the rhetoric of our lives. We're going to have to change the way we see things. We're going to have to change the way we say things. We're going to have to change the way we believe in things. That's what the future holds for us. Instead of looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, "Oh man, you again?" We're going to have to change the way we look at that. We're going to have to change the way we say things. We're going to have to say, "Hey, you're back. How you see you in this situation, the Ace of Swords." You're going to have to redefine yourself. You're going to have to redefine yourself. We are definitely in line for redefinition. Instead of saying, "I am not worth it," say, "I am beautiful." When something's beautiful, you don't care how much it's worth. All you care is that it's beautiful. So stop worrying about how worthy you are. And start noticing how beautiful you are. One word can change who you are, I promise you. Instead of saying, "I'm tired," start saying, "No, you're probably tired." You know what I mean? How about today be beautiful? How about today we be beautiful? How about today we redefine ourselves? No one else can define us but us. Keep that in mind as well. Your thoughts are yours. The Ace of Swords is a presentation of your mind to you. It's a rebranding of your mind to you. It's a gift of the ability to keep thinking. It's a gift. You told yourself in the beginning, "I don't want to think anymore. I don't want any of these thoughts. I don't want..." Ah! You got one more left, I promise you, and it's all about you. Let's see what our environment is. Two of Spears. Two of Wands. We have a yearning. We have a yearning for a larger world out there. Our hearts and our minds and our bodies know that there's a larger world out there, and eventually the spirit inside of us will know that there is a larger world out there as well. You're a part of a larger plan than just today. If there's something bigger than even just the little details of today, that it's all gotta be worth something bigger than this, isn't it? It is. You know it is. And that's what's making it worth it. That's why you're going through these changes. Changes. That's why you're listening to friends that have your best interests at heart, even though they may cut you a little bit. That's why you're giving up on the things that take away from you. And you're holding on to the things that keep you, even in the face of sudden change. Warranted or not, I'm telling you. You still have the ability to be whoever it is you want to be. It's up to you. Fears and hopes. 6 of coins. Boy, oh boy, we just want to do this for others. We just want to make sure that it fits. We want to make sure that we're not being selfish about this. We want to make sure that, like, whatever it is that we have to offer within, without, now, and later, that we offer it, that we don't hold it to us for too much longer. That this all becomes an investment in others as much as it becomes an investment in ourselves. That's what our hopes and our fears are, is that this becomes as much of an investment in others as it is an investment in ourselves. That we aren't being selfish about this. That we're taking others into account as much as they need to, obviously. I mean, remember, this is you. Alright, you are going through the change, not them. But keep them in mind. 6 of cups, 6 of hearts. Keep them in mind. People watch you, you're an example, you know what I mean? Like, that's why we're so exuberant in our celebrations of living in life and successes and recoveries and such. Be exuberant. Share. Others are watching. They're learning. They're defining themselves as well. Conclusion. 7 of Wands. Seven of Wands. It's going to feel... Let's go 7 of Wands. Let's use the book. Let's use the Game of Thrones book. 7 of... It says 7 of Spears. So let's go with 7 of Spears in the book here. 7 of Spears. 9 of Spears. 8 of Spears. 7 of Spears reversed as our conclusion. When reversed, your efforts seem wasted as you can't make any progress. And the issues may be too complex and demands on your time too great. Save your strength for a contest you can win. You know what? Sometimes it behooves me as the reader to look at a card and go, why are you in this reading? But remember, it's come to the change that we didn't want. It's going to be hard for us to hold on to this change. It's hard to not be selfish, right? It's hard to not look at this and go, but what about me? What about you? What about you? You've already said that we're in control. Watch the greed. This isn't about you anymore. We've already, you are who you are. No one else has to define you. It's great. If you are in control of yourself, which is what it seems like we're going to be, and if we're seeking a whole other different dimension to things beyond ourselves, and we're trying to do this for others, then what about you? You don't belong in this situation in the first place. That's the Buddhism of the tarot here kicking in. You're right. You don't get anything out of this anymore. You're a changed person. You get to change. You don't need a benefit or anything. You don't need anything out of this. You just need to keep changing. The world, the life, like love, our hearts, our minds, whatever feminine energy out there that we seek to, yin and yang with, whatever male energy that we are, holding on, that we seek to stay stable with, yin and yang. And boy, oh boy, if I've ever had a yin and yang kick in. King of Cups versus Queen of Swords, yin and yang. Full control right there. We're trying to be in full control. It's not about you anymore. What a brilliant little reading today. That's what the cards are telling you, is that if you are complete, you don't need to be accounted for. If you've reached nirvana, go be a star. Otherwise, we're going to have to watch you crash land back to Earth once gravity holds on to your silly little ass again. You don't need that. Okay, let's hug it out. Let's hug it out. Later on, we're going to run around the block. We're going to work this out of our heads. We're not going to let this dominate us. I hate it when the cards are like, you know what, man, you're worth it, but get out of here. The Buddhism of tarot. I wasn't expecting that today. 7 of Wands, kicking in, reversed, going, man, that's a whole lot of work, not for you. Son of a man. All this work, not for you. All right. Got our arm here. Got our arm here. We're going to hug. We're going to find someone. We're going to give them the hug. And we're going to be like, you know what, man? I made that hug. I believed in that hug. I held on to that hug. I had that hug in my back pocket until I found that I needed to give this hug to someone else. And now I am going to give this hug to you. And then you're going to give them the hug that we're going to give ourselves. And then what's beautiful about that is now they're going to have a hug. And then they're going to be able to give you a hug. It's so beautiful. Here we go. I love it. It's great. All right, we're going to start with arm here, 3, 2, after the 1, then we do the hug. 3, 2, 1, hug. Oh, there it is, right there. It's going on, Waz, by the way. Hey, how you doing, friend? Hug it in. Got here just in time for the hug. What's going on, Catzilla? I hope you had a good reading, man. I don't know who needed this. I don't know who needed to be told that, like, you're going to have to go through a lot, but it's not about you. Man. I don't know who needed to be told that. And if you need to be told that, get inside this hug. Come on, man. I'm trying to give you some tools to work with to take out into this world that says you're necessary until you're not. The brutal truth of reality, right? Presented to you by tarot. Sorry about that. Under the guise of Lobster. And hugging it in. Oh, man. I tell you what. You can change. All you need from me if you want. Alright, folks. Let's drop out of the drama. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. Come back tomorrow. We'll have some more good times. Take care of yourselves and each other, but at least take pictures.